Sure.
That's more confidential.
Okay. So, Magda, second time in kindergarten. Thank you first. Second, just a question, Magda. How your kind of style can define better the underground situation?
Oh.
You feeling yourself one of the producer about this kind of situation?
Definitely. I've been there for 6 years now, 7 years. So playing around in Berlin quite a lot with my friends, and there's definitely a specific sound I think that people play there, and it's much more open, I guess. So people are free to experiment more. That's the kind of feeling I get from being there. So yeah, it's nice to go and try to do that other places. Sometimes it works, sometimes not. So
Some inspired, sometimes not.
yeah.
And which kind of music inspires you now?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Let's see. I guess, I don't know, I've been going back into my vinyl collection and louder. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
If I can.
got the bass line.
I've been going back into my vinyl collection and going through some old tracks.
So you find something.
Yeah, I shipped all my records from Detroit, and they've been sitting in my house for a year. And so I said, okay, I have to open them now and go through. Because last year was always getting promos and things, and actually never took the time to go back through what's there. And yeah, there's really some cool stuff, and really liking that old Jack in Chicago kind of bassy sound right now. It's a little acid, but more bass.
Yeah, okay. and my next question is, which is the roots? So you just answer to my next question, which is your artistic roots.
Oh, okay.
So it's like that. And important influences, but not musically speaking.
I know this is cheesy to say, but I have to say my mom, because she's an artist and she does quite surreal work.
She's still in Bologna?
She lives in Poland half the time, and so I see her quite often. So, but she's always done kind of weird, surreal images, and I've always identified with that, and I see similarities.
Which kind of artist is she?
She's a graphic designer, but I mean, the stuff she's done, it's like mixed media and painting, a bit of sculpture, but.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let us see something about your mother, no?
What's that?
Let us see something about your
There you
mother.
go, yeah.
And if you need to describe your style now, you can.
I can never answer this question. I don't know.
You don't know. It's your Magda style.
I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know.
And you go to the clubs or concerts when you don't have to play.
Yeah, sure.
And what do you like now? What do you think is something important or different or something that can give something else about the situation and not only maybe about the electronic music?
I mean, I think it's important to experience a lot of different things within rock, even just pay attention to what's going on and what new artists are doing. So I think that's the most important thing to do. I hope that answers your question.
But it's important to look about.
No, I think so, because you get a whole new perspective on something instead of just paying attention to one thing. I can go to see an art show somewhere and really kind of see a lot of similarities as well, or go to a concert or hear Brian Eno speak or something like that,
Of course, yeah, I understand. And how important is the cultural and social representation of the original country for your work?
In Poland?
Yeah, from Poland.
I mean,
I live in America too, in the States.
My roots are definitely from Detroit, I would say, musically. But I come from Poland, obviously, and so it's always nostalgic. But I mean, I can't really say that being Polish has influenced my music because I left too early.
Yeah.
But it's always nice to see Polish faces around.
You feel something.
Yeah, like, yes.
And it's important for you that the street culture, like kind of fashion graffitis or maybe graphic design and something like that. It's important for you for music and this kind of about everything about electronic music.
Definitely. I mean, you have to exchange ideas.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends who study art or fashion or whatever, like you said, and just approaching the same kind of idea from different angles. So it's interesting. And then they ask you, how do we do it? And oh, okay. And
You live
yeah, and then you could actually come up with some cool projects together.
Okay,
so
okay.
I think it'd be interesting to see more of that in the future.
Yeah, because
More mixed media.
and
Ehi, aspettiamo, cambiamo un attimo inquadratura.
the big one.
The Magium one.
Wow.
It's larger
Okay.
than it's larger than
Yes, this big.
So, yeah,
That's it.
Okay.
can you
All
the
for you, huh? No, they say the good vodka is in small barrels.
Yes. Oh.
and Vado?
Vai.
So, which is the best club you ever were?
Ooh, that's a trick question.
No, either than
Without
kindergarten.
saying which one is the best,
Yeah,
I will
please.
say that this one is really good.
No, but okay. Okay, how much? 200, 300, how much?
Yeah, where's the money?
Okay. Okay. And either than kindergarten. I read club now. Works.
Well, I always love Robert Johnson.
Robert
I
Johnson.
mean, always. It's just crazy, and the sound can't beat it. And that always goes back to that. My reference point in my head is that club.
Yeah, I think that's the Toby Norman said the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing. And which was more, your most free and creative work experience?
What do you mean?
Maybe with the contact, maybe something contact with all the artists about minus. It's important to work with other artists and living these feelings again, playing live together.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I've never done that before. I mean, it's weird because you play with no turntables, so it's quite different. But being able to play with live acts was really cool, and so I really want to try to do that this year. Me and Mark were talking about doing something together like that. But then I have to play with no turntables, and then it's easier, of course. I mean, you
No,
don't have
difficult
to,
for you because you are a performer with a body, no?
I think for the crowd.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
crowd-
such a
crowd
mental, visual thing. Whether you do the same thing without them or with them,
Yeah.
it's like such a mental thing to just see them there.
Yeah, it's a
And
more-
for me, I like touching them. I don't know. I also can't let go. Not yet. Not yet.
And then another story. Your favorite books? Which kind of literature do you like?
I really like George Orwell and this Polish guy.
George Orwell. That's amazing. So,
Ryszard Kapuściński is a Polish journalist, and just the way he writes is really, really interesting.
and what do you write about?
His experiences, he spent a lot of time in Africa,
Ah.
and the way he writes it, really, you feel like you're there, and it's a much different perspective, I guess, than you would think from a journalist.
No, I try to find something about it. And next projects? Maybe I'll stop the store. I'll
Yeah,
say something about
maybe.
this.
Yeah, I mean,
Try to tell us,
this year,
next time.
this year I just want to do as much as I can, so I'm open.